Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Cooking for the Family. I'm Dyvonne. Today I'm going to share with you how to make this like heaven on earth cake. These are the ingredients that we're going to be using. So I have a box of angel food cake and I'll share with you more about the angel food cake. We have some water, some vanilla jello pudding. We also have some cherries, some sour cream, and some whipped topping. So first for the angel food cake, all you need is just the box of angel food cake. Now this is a 16-ounce box of angel food cake. And we're just going to follow the recipe that's on the back of the box, which is really simple. All you need is the cake mix and 1 1/4 cups of water. And that is it. Now, full disclosure, I have never made angel food cake before. My mom used to make angel food cake and she had the pan to make it. And she also used to make chiffon cake. Now, if you remember chiffon cake from back in the day, comment down below and let me know if you remember chiffon cakes. So anyway, I put in the box of cake mix and the 1 1/4 cups of water. And so the cake that we're going to make today, the dessert we're making today, the like heaven on earth cake, it is so super yummy. Great for parties and gatherings. You can also use it as a birthday cake as well. But with the cake was on sale. And so I'm like, it was a box of cake mix for 99 cents. You know, can't pass that up. So I got the box of 99-cent cake mix, which was this one, and I did not have the pan. Well, lo and behold, I was able to get a pan a couple of weeks later, and the pan was on clearance, y'all. And as a baker, I get excited about stuff like that. So our cake is gone on and we've whipped it up and it's going to be nice and frothy. You see it's nice and frothy. Now for our pan comes in two different sections, two different parts. And then with the pan, you do not want to grease it or put any spray or oil or butter in it whatsoever. Now this is per the cake mix directions and it's pretty typical when making angel food cake. Now while I'm doing this, I have my oven is preheating on 350 degrees. So our cake is going to bake at 350 degrees for 33 to 38 minutes. And I'm going to check mine around 28 minutes just to see how it's baking up. So our cake is out of the oven and my cake baked for 33 minutes. It is a beautiful golden brown. It has that signature crackly angel food cake top. It is looking great. So what we need to do now is you see how it has these cake legs. I'm going to call them cake legs for our pan. We're going to be using those. And so what I do is I take my cooling rack and we're going to be flipping our cake because our cake with those cake legs, our cake is going to be suspended upside down. And then over time, what's supposed to happen is in about an hour, 2 hours, as the cake cools, it'll slowly release itself and then fall out of our cake pan. And so we're going to go ahead, I'm going to let this sit on my counter for a couple of hours and we'll come back and check on it and see how it's doing. Well, my friends, my cake has set on my countertop. It was upside down for 3 hours. As you see, it's still in the pan. It never released. Nothing happened. And so what I'm going to do is I started on one side already and I'm going to continue. I'm using my butter knife and I'm gently going along the sides of the pan to just move the cake away from the side of the pan so that way we can go ahead and be able to release it. I'm going to do the same thing with my butter knife, being very gentle because I don't want to disturb the cake too much. And so I just going down in the inside just like that, and also being mindful that I don't want to scrape my pan either. And so just kind of going around the inside of the tube as well as the outside. And so once I've done that, then we should be able to push it from the bottom, and there we go. So I was able to release it. And now comes the real tricky part, and that is releasing the cake from the tube part. And so just looking at it, we're going to release the cake from the tube part, but it's looking good so far. And so I'm going to take my butter knife and kind of get between the bottom of the tube and the cake, and just gently, what I'm doing is I'm gently pressing down the cake to give a little bit of leverage so that way the centerpiece can come out We did it, y'all. Look at that. So we got the tube centerpiece out. We have our cake. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to flip the cake over. And so be really gentle because angel food cake is very soft, it's very delicate. So I flipped it over and we have our perfect angel food cake. And it is in the classic tube shape. Now we could have made this in two 9-inch cake pans, but what fun would that have been, y'all? So we have now our cake. We're going to go ahead and put together the rest of our dessert. Now when it comes to cutting your angel food cake, you want to use a serrated knife and not a smooth edge knife. And the reason being is you're going to want to be able to go through the angel food cake, and because it's delicate like I was saying, and you see how nice and light and fluffy that is, and so it's going to be easier to use that serrated edge knife. And so this is our cake. And so if you're making the angel food cake and not proceeding forward with the rest of the dessert, you'll be able to have nice slices. And it's a wonderful light dessert to serve with fresh berries and whipped cream. Now for our like heaven on earth cake, I'm going to be cutting up my cake about this big, about the size you want. Size, say maybe about the size of a quarter, around about that size is what you want to slice your pieces. Now with our like heaven on earth dessert, there's a few different variations that you can make with the dessert. Now, if you are new to the channel, welcome in. And if you're a returner, welcome back. I'd love to share what I cook and bake for my family in my kitchen, whether it's a scratch recipe or semi-homemade or an easy crock pot meal. If you enjoy that kind of content, I hope you consider subscribing. Now for the layers of our dessert, we're going to be using one box. This is a 3.4 ounce size of vanilla pudding, and this is the instant vanilla pudding mix. Now for the instant vanilla pudding mix, we're going to be using 1.5 cups of milk, and you can use either whole milk or 2% milk. Now we're only going to be using 1.5 cups. The box directions ask for 2 cups of milk. However, we're only using 1.5 cups of milk, okay? Now for different variations of the dessert, if you didn't want to use the vanilla instant pudding, you could use the cheesecake one. The cheesecake one comes out really great. So instead of using the vanilla instant pudding, you would still use the same size box, but use the cheesecake instant pudding. Now in the description box below, I will have a list of all the ingredients you need to make the like heaven on earth cake. So you'll have a list of those ingredients for your reference. Now once we mixed our pudding, you want your pudding to look like this. Into our pudding, we're going to add 1 cup of sour cream, and you want to mix the sour cream until everything is nice and blended and you don't want any streaks of sour cream at all. So in our bowl again, we have our instant pudding, and I'm using the vanilla instant pudding. We have 1.5 cups of milk, and you can use whole or 2%, and we also put in 1 cup of sour cream. And then this is what you want it to look like. It's going to be a nice pale soft yellow color. Now I have a 13 by 9 pan, and in my 13 by 9 pan I'm going to layer half of our angel food cake that we had cut up into cubes. Once we layer in half, then we're going to put in our cherry pie filling. This is a 21 ounce can of cherry pie filling. Now another variation, if you don't want to use cherry pie filling, you can also use the strawberry. They have the strawberry pie filling, and they also have a blueberry. There's a blueberry pie filling, and so the blueberry pie filling with the cheesecake pudding is very nice. The strawberry pie filling with the cheesecake pudding is also very nice. And so you can go ahead and just make different variations kind of based on your taste or based on your liking. Now we're going to be putting on 2/3 of our pie filling. So we put down half of our angel food cake, then we put 2/3 of our can of pie filling. Now we're going to top the rest of our cherry pie filling with the remainder of our cake. And so go ahead, make sure it's even all around just like that. This is a great make ahead dessert. So you can make this dessert actually 2 days in advance. So you can make this up to 2 days in advance, which is really nice. So definitely make ahead dessert. I like to make mine at least the day before, because the longer that the cake sits in the refrigerator, all of those different flavors really start to marry together well. And it gives a chance for the cake to soak up some of that pudding mixture as well as some of the pie filling. So making it that day in advance, or at least letting it sit in the refrigerator for about 8 to 10 hours before serving, really brings out all the flavors of this dessert. So once we have, and we're going to use all of our pudding mixture, once we use all of our pudding mixture, then I layer on some of the whipped topping. Now I'm using just regular whipped topping, Cool Whip or the store-bought one. Either one will work. Now you can also make your own homemade whipped cream as well. So you can do homemade whipped cream or either just really quick the whipped topping. Now if you want to do a fast track to making this dessert, instead of making the angel food cake from the box, you can go to your bakery section in your grocery store and buy an angel food cake, and then just go ahead and cut up a pre-made angel food cake, and you can find that in your grocery bakery section. So if you want to fast track the dessert, you can go ahead and do that instead. Now for the whipped topping, 1 8-ounce pack of whipped topping will do, but I like a little bit extra, so I end up getting the bigger one because I want my cherries to really just sit on the clouds, and the clouds is that nice whipped topping. And so if you like a lot of whipped topping so you can have that nice pillowy effect, you're going to definitely need to use either a big one, and I didn't use all of the whipped topping in the big one, but at least 1.5 containers, and I'll have that information in the description box below for you. So once I use the last third of my cherry pie filling, and I do 3 lines down the center, then what I do is I take my butter knife and I go up and down just like that to create a nice finishing pattern for our cake. Well, that is it. I am sharing this cake with some friends tomorrow. We are getting together, some girlfriends. We're going to have a nice evening, and there are 12 of us. So this dessert will easily feed for 12 people, and actually it's good for about 12 to 20 people. So definitely great for party size. And my 13 by 9 pan that I'm using was also a deep dish 13 by 9 pan. So I'm going to cover it, put it in the refrigerator, and then I'm going to take it over to my friend's house tomorrow evening. So I want to share with y'all, this is what it was looking like as I cut into it and I was serving it up to my friends. This is one of my friends' plates. So that is it for me today. If you haven't subscribed, I invite you to hit that subscribe button. I hope you give this dessert a try. And if you like this video, don't forget to show it some love, give it a thumbs up, and click share. And share this video with a friend or family. And remember, it's always good when Dyvonne is cooking for the family. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.